Hey guys,
Hello.
Welcome to the podcast. Week 6. We're here. It's Music Monday.
6 times in a row. It's
What?
happened 6 times in a row.
That's a record.
And we're...
Yeah.
I was going to say we're not falling apart yet, and then I fell apart.
That's
so
okay.
It's okay.
Perfect timing.
I came right back.
Yeah.
I bounced back quick.
Yeah.
All right.
So this week, we're talking Tom Misch.
Tom
My
Misch.
bae, Tom
Misch.
Misch. His album, Geography.
Yeah.
Last week when we were talking about who we were doing next week, I kept saying his album, Lost in Paris. Not
That's
it.
not a song. That's
It
a
is
song.
a track on the album, but it is not.
That's okay. That's okay. We all forgive you.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
Already got it.
So yeah. Oh God.
I'm sorry. I had a lot of coffee today and it's not helping. Okay.
So Tom is a 23-year-old boy man
Boy, man.
from South London.
London.
Yeah. He is my everything.
Mm-hmm.
He does not sound like he's 23.
His voice does not fit his body.
No, at all. Like, not even, like, his speaking voice. So I said this last week, but I'm saying it again. You guys need to watch his Tiny Desk concert, because it's...
Tiny Desk concert. I think I was supposed to link it in the description in the last episode. I don't think I did that.
That's okay. They can figure... You guys know how to work the
Google.
internet. It'll be okay.
Okay, I'm not your mom. Okay, I have to do everything for you.
Dad?
I got that out of my system for the day.
So the album is titled Geography. It was released April 6th, 2018. It was a nice little birthday gift to me, because my birthday's in love. Yeah. Pitchfork, there was a Pitchfork review. They gave it a 6.5. And I think that is absolute garbage. It doesn't, well, we've said it before, we'll say it again. Pitchfork reviews
Are poopy stains.
they're not good.
Stains.
Yeah. He,
Yeah.
so the intro to it, to the review, says, the British singer and beatmaker's largely self-produced debut album is a pleasant, frictionless listen that benefits from his obvious chops, but it's held back by his risk-averse tendencies.
What did you even call that? What was that even? The word frictionless. What does that mean? Who describes music as frictionless?
I think this is a bop. Catches
Yeah.
me on fire with all the friction.
Yeah, like when I'm in the car and I'm driving, I'm like, man, this is like getting like weird fast. I'm like friction.
It's okay.
Back to
But, like, I don't know
friction
what... Like, he didn't not take risks on the album. Like, there's stuff on here that's never been... Not that it's never been done, but it's not popularly done.
Pitchfork. Not everything is about what you want.
He Pitchfork, fuck off. But they do make some good points in here about the album, but, like, it never ever deserved a 6.5, so...
No, that's just rude. I'm wiping my eyes again. We're back to that.
Do you wanna
Welcome
not?
back. No, I look at a lot happening.
So...
Faves?
Faves.
Question mark?
Let's get into those faves.
My fave was movie with exclamation.
Yeah.
And I said, it's so cute. And it is. And it's, black and white movie kind of thing.
Yeah.
Early 1900s romance. And it's cute. It's really cute. And it opens up with, dialogue from, an old movie. And it's really cute.
It's actually his sister Polly.
Yeah.
He wrote that monologue, and he had his sister Polly narrate it
You know
or
what?
perform it.
That's really good. I like that a lot.
Yeah, it gives me good loves.
Good loves.
Yeah, and it's just really good. And then in the video for it, his sister Polly is in the video too.
It's really cute.
Yeah.
Also, her name is Polly.
That's such a Brit name.
I guess I could have
love
read
it.
the girl at the beginning is actually his sister Polly. You wrote that so
I did
nicely
write
for
it.
me.
I did write it.
Thanks.
It's really good. But Yeah, that song is amazing. So, my dad is a really big Tom Misch fan.
I keep yawning, I'm sorry.
And it's okay. He's a really big Tom Misch fan because of me. You're welcome, Dad. But one day, he just starts texting me quotes. And it's the monologue at the beginning of movie. Like, he sends me, each sentence is like a separate text. And the first one, and I see the curls on the back of his neck bounce as he walks away. Like, what is he texting me? And then it, like, gets deeper and deeper. I'm like, why is my dad texting me the lyrics to a movie right now? And then he follows it up with, that song is so good. And I was like, you right, Dad. It is so good.
It slap.
It slapped.
Double whip into the center.
Yeah. But,
Yeah,
yeah, that's
that
just a
was-
really good song.
It is.
I love it a lot. My favorite, it's really hard for me to pick a favorite because Tom Misch can do no wrong for me. But Cause I Love You is probably my favorite because it's very unique. Again, at the beginning of the song, it sounds like he's listening to the radio and then singing along to the radio. And then he takes that radio away and puts his own instrumental on top of it. And it's just,
It's really,
It's
it's cool.
really
yeah,
good.
Pitchfork, it's unique and it's cool, and he took a risk with that.
yeah.
This episode is going to be about proving Pitchfork wrong. So is, well, whoever we're doing next week got some bad Pitchfork reviews, and I was mad about it, so we'll get into that later too.
I don't know if there's ever been a good Pitchfork review. but
No.
Yeah.
So, you want to go into what we like?
Yeah, absolutely.
About generally?
Yeah.
So, I'm kind of the same. Okay. The whole album is almost like one really long song,
Yeah.
but in a good way. It's not like it all sounds the same. It's like, no, it's like super easy to listen to. It all has very similar chord progressions, and like, that's cool. And it takes a lot to make something so, like,
yeah.
similar,
It
you know?
it tells a story. One of
Yeah.
my very favorite albums of all time is Songs About Jane by Maroon 5 because it's similar that way. Each song sounds different, but they go into each other beautifully, and
Yeah.
it tells a story throughout the entire album.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, and that's really cool. And I like appreciate it a lot because it takes a lot to make one long, almost like narrative.
yeah.
And it's cool, and it's like just easy to listen to, and it's like really just, you know.
Yeah. Very
And
like
then I
easy
said,
bop.
"Isn't She Lovely?" Because he has a guitar cover of "Isn't She Lovely?" It's just instruments. It's just instrumental. And I
Yeah.
said, "Isn't she lovely?" And I put in parentheses, "She
She
is."
is. Yeah.
Because it is.
Isn't She Lovely is bae. It's just like
And I'm just like, okay, where did that come from?
Yeah. It's just so good.
And South of the River. That's another one of my favorites.
Oh man,
It's super
South
good.
of the River.
It's
There's like I only wrote a few of my faves on this because the entire album is my fave. It Runs Through Me with De La Soul on the track. That song is really, really good. One of my favorite lyrics in that song is De La Soul says, "She's got her hands in my pants. Actually, my pockets pulling me closer," or something. I'm like, good job on clarifying.
nice,
like, it's
nice save, question mark,
yeah.
I guess.
I love that lyric. I don't know why. It's just really good. One of my favorite things about this album is that there's is it 2 songs on here or 1 song on here? There's a couple different songs on here that are they sound like love songs, but they're not. You're on My Mind is he says it in the song, "You're on my mind, but not because I miss you, because you owe me 5 pounds. Like, you owe me money."
We've talked about the brilliance of that so many times, I feel like, just in our casual lives.
Yeah.
We're like, remember that time when
My very favorite example, Lost in Paris. I didn't say it was my favorite song on the album because it is the most popular track on the album. So like everyone likes it. So I wanted to say like my favorite that wasn't that one. And it is more popular because it has Gold Link on it. and Gold Lincoln's gaining a lot of steam lately. He's really cool. If you haven't listened to his music, listen to him. But Lost in Paris is not a love song. It is about his missing hard drive. He lost a hard drive in Paris. And it's all about how he misses his hard drive because it had an unfinished project on it. And, like, so he lost, like, a bunch of unfinished music.
May the hard drive forever rest in pieces.
Yeah. So whoever finds that hard drive in Paris, like, please return it to Tom Misch.
Yeah, all our Paris listeners out there.
I'm sure he, like, left it in a hotel room or something.
Probably.
So sad.
Did you hear that just creak? That was spooky.
Spooky. But yeah, it's so good.
It is.
Speaking of, my dad just texted me. Movie is his favorite song, as we've already discussed.
Hey, Dad. Happy movie.
He says he's awesome, original, and lyrically clever. And I can
Indeed.
concur with
I
all
can
of that.
second that.
Yeah. Absolutely.
He's very good. Yeah, and it's just like everything is similar, but everything is so uniquely itself also. Like, it can stand very much alone, but it also is a very cohesive album, which is great.
Yeah.
It's like you don't have to listen to it in order or like all of it at once, or you can, and both ways are equally really nice.
Yeah.
Really nice.
And I love that not every song on here is a song, like your typical run-of-the-mill song.
Yeah.
So, like, Before Paris is just, it's the first track, so it's the introduction to the album. And it's just, like, this guy talking about the music industry and fame and art.
Just
and
making art.
Yeah. So that's cool. And then TikTok and Isn't She Lovely and We've Come So Far are all, like, We've Come So Far has lyrics, but TikTok and Isn't She Lovely are obviously just instrumental tracks. But they're all just kind of meant to be beats or, like, things to use for sampling.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
They're like that, and it's just like a little, like, not, I don't want to use the word lull, because it's not a lull in the album. It's just like a breather.
Yeah.
You know? It's not necessarily an interlude, because it's like they're full songs.
Yes.
But it's just kind of, and like the intro, like Before Paris, I think is really cool, because he's like, you know, he's talking about art and how it's a mirror of society and all these kind of things, and I'm just like,
you right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I think it's clever that he ended the album on We've Come So Far, because even though the song doesn't really have any other lyrics other than We've Come So Far, it's like, look how far we've come.
Yeah.
When he started releasing music on SoundCloud in 2011. So, and now he's released his first full-length album, and he sold out not only an American tour, but also a European tour, and now he's going to come back and do a second leg of both, which is cool to me. So.
Way to go, Tom.
Yeah. We stand.
We stand.
Disco Yes is yes. Do you agree?
I agree.
Yeah.
Disco, yes. Well, we won't get into what we don't like yet. There was only one that I wasn't the most fan of. There was nothing on this album that I wasn't like. Like, everything is a yes for me.
Yeah.
And Disco Yes is a yes.
Yeah. Disco Yes. Am I right? Like, yes. I hate myself.
Okay.
I wrote on here, they're all great at me.
Yeah, at her and tell her and agree with her they are good. 'Cause
Yeah.
she's right.
But, yeah, I mean, we can go into what we don't like because it's small. What we don't like.
Yeah. I am not the biggest fan of We Come So Far. Like, it's okay. I just, instrumental music is, like, weird for me. I like instrumental music, but it has to, like, hit me just right.
Yeah.
Or I'm just, like, bored. And, like, We've Come So Far, I'm not a big fan of just the same lyrics repeated over and over again. It kind of loses my attention.
Yeah,
you know?
and it's a 4-minute song. It's 3 minutes and 53 seconds.
It's like a little long to be that repetitive, which is okay. But I mean, like a minute and a half into it, nothing has really changed.
Yeah,
And
I usually listen to the beginning, and when I'm like in the shower, or if I'm driving alone and that comes on, I'll turn it up and I'll like try to harmonize, like, yeah, like, and I'll, like, try and, like, do other stuff with it, same lyrics, but, like, yeah, and I just, like, it's fun to have fun with that song.
It's fun to have fun. It is. Yeah, I mean, and it's, like, it's a good song, and, like, I listen to it, and it's, like, I can put it on the background and be like,
Yeah.
but, like, yeah, it's hard. If you're gonna have an instrumental song or, like, repeat lyrics, something needs to happen within the first 30 seconds, or I've kind of dropped off. I don't have a long attention span for anything at all. So
Yeah.
it's just, like, I'm, like, everywhere constantly, so you're gonna have to keep me going, or else I'm gonna clock out.
And that's why I said that the only thing that I don't like, and it's not even that I don't like it, it's just that I generally don't listen to it when it comes on, is Before Paris, just because it's an extra introductory track, and it's not a bop.
You don't need to, like, listen to it multiple times.
Yeah, like, listen to it once or twice, absorb what he says, understand it, and then you understand what the entire album was built off of and the ideas that it holds.
Right.
And then you can enjoy everything else.
Right. Yeah, it's not like one of those songs that it's not really a song. You listen to that when you're listening to the album in order all at once, not just, like, on shuffle.
Yes.
You know, like, I get that. This is my nerves. Okay.
I texted my dad back. I said, anything else you'd like to add? He says, I love you. I don't know if that's to me or Tom Misch, but he
Both.
loves both of us. So, I mean, I don't have anything else to say about the album other than I love it, I love it, I love it.
Yeah,
but
listen to it immediately.
something about Tom Misch. So I follow him on Instagram, obviously, and he does a lot. He's very active on his Instagram stories. And one day he was in his London apartment, and he goes, I'm bored. Does anyone want guitar lessons? Like, he just threw out free guitar lessons to anyone in South London that might be free for guitar lessons that day.
And you're like Googling, like, flights to London.
Flights to South London today. Get me there right now. Transportation, please, right now. Thanks.
Are there any city buses that will pick me up on campus and take me to South London?
Aquatic city bus.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just, he is just so good.
He is.
He is
He's very unique.
non-problematic.
And that, too.
Yeah. Who thinks of the beats that he thinks of?
Tom Misch.
Not just him, Tom Misch. So I know we're not talking about his other music, but I'm going to. He released an EP before he released Geography, while Geography was still in the works, called The 5-Day Mission. It's supposed to be a 5-day mission, but he spelled his last name instead of me. It's so good. But it's day 1 through 5, and it's so good.
Taylor's crying right now.
I'm about to have a breakdown.
She's weeping tears.
Yeah, it's just, I love it so much. Why is it not on this? Don't start playing music. Don't do it.
We should have a yawn count for how many times. I know I keep drawing attention to it, but it's like,
I yawn so many times.
I was fine until we started filming. Now I'm like,
So he has a different person on each track, like feature artist, whatever. Like, I don't know what that's what it's called, not feature artist, whatever. A feature artist on each track. And When You Want to Love and Everybody Get Down, days 3 and 4.
I actually haven't listened to that EP, so I don't have anything to contribute. I'm sure it's good, but
Like,
I've been blasting
every time.
Geography nonstop in my ears. So.
Yeah. It's just so good. And I love it. I love it. I love it. But that's kind of all.
That's kind of all.
That's kind of all there is.
Listen to Tom Misch.
Listen to him. He's amazing.
Great.
He's my everything. I love him.
He's good, and he's also great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, usual stuff. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. You know how it goes. YouTube channel. You might be here. You might not. Audio only people. SoundCloud, Anchor. Everything now goes.
Spotify.
We're on Spotify.
We we got approved last week, and there's only like 2 episodes. I think it's the Rizzle Kicks one and then Paramore that we did last week, and the only 2 on there. But that means that we're going to start getting all of our episodes on there.
Yeah.
So that's cool. I know most people are Spotify users.
Yeah.
Use it.
Yeah.
It's fun.
It's great.
Follow us on Spot.
Yeah.
So yeah, we have all that.
Subscribe down below. Yeah.
Right? And you can subscribe. Oh, my head was so hard. I'm out of control with it. You can
okay.
subscribe down below. That's what I was trying to do, and I was just like.
Hey, what's up, you guys?
So yeah, and then also our Friday Faves playlist keeps on growing.
Obviously, you'll see 2 Tom Misch tracks on there. I might honestly go full Tom Misch this week
Do
on
it.
my Friday Faves.
Live your truth.
Friday Faves.
You're free to faves.
Yeah.
So yeah,
So-
listen to that. That's also, since you're already on Spotify listening to our Friday Faves, you might as well fill us
Yeah, absolutely. I think that about covers it.
Yeah, next week.
Oh, next week.
We're doing Willow Smith, the first. Yeah, we're actually reviewing only Whip My Hair Back and Forth.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you like Willow, and you should like Willow, come back next week. And we're gonna talk about it.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's it.
All right, you guys, have a musical Monday and a great rest of your week.